What's up, love family? Welcome back to another video. So guys, today I will be doing a video on how I passed my real estate exam. So if you're testing for your real estate exam, I'm just going to give you a few tips and resources of what I did to pass my exam. I took it this month on the 8th and I passed it. I originally had took both tests on July the 1st. I passed the national, but I literally failed the state by 1 point. It was crazy, y'all, because I was like, it's just like to be so close and then still fail. And I have been studying for like, I had been studying for like 3 or 4 months. And so to take it and to see like I needed 1 point and I didn't get that 1 point, I was upset. But I knew, I was like, okay, at least I got the national out the way and I only have the state to take. So it just allowed me to focus more on what I needed to know for the state test. So the resources that I use is I did purchase this real estate book on Amazon. And this book has a lot of information that will be on your real estate exam test. I think I paid like $20 for this book. And it's worth it. It's a lot of exam books that are out there, and it may be a little bit challenging for you to figure out.
Hi
Y'all,
guys.
she is like messing up my video because she wants to be in there. I'm trying to tell them how I passed. Y'all, this is a life with teenagers. Like, this is real deal.
Usually she want me to speak, and I'm speaking now. So hello, y'all. Subscribe.
Okay. Now she want to be in the camera, but any other time when I don't want her,
Cause you'll be out of camera like this.
stop. I do not even be doing it. Whatever.
So
Okay, anyway, guys, back to what I was saying. Like, I paid like $20 for this book, and there's a lot of books that are out there. But this is the one that I can say that I use, that it really helped me with studying for the real estate exams. It does have like it has tests at the end of the chapter over each subject that's going to be over the real estate exam. And it has national questions and it has state questions. So this is a really good book to purchase if you're studying for the exam. Also, I subscribe to this to prepagent.com. Amazing resource for studying. You can do a 1 week subscription, 3 month, or I think it's 1 week, 1 month, or 3 months. So you can do a subscription. I did 3 months because I wanted to give myself enough time to study. I didn't want to rush, because when you're getting ready to take the real estate exam, you have to pay I think I remember it was like $30 for fingerprinting. Then you have to pay like 200 and something dollars for the application fee. Like, it's not cheap at all. And for me, my mindset was like, okay, when I started studying, I'm going to like pass the first time, because you only get 3 tries to pass the exam before you're required to do more continuing education. And it just depends on which test you're not passing. So if like I didn't pass the state the first time, if I would have not passed it the next 2 times, then I would have been required to go back to school and get 30 more hours of education for that particular subject for the state. So Prep Agent, I would definitely recommend. They give you on their website, they give you a free practice test, and then they also send like daily questions of the day. So they'll send that to your email, and I'm not for sure if they have the option to send it to your they may have the option to send it via text message, but I know mine came through my email. And so they sent that every day. And the different subjects that they cover is the math, property ownership, agency, contracts, finance, they have vocabulary flashcards. And what I did is it was like 175 vocabulary words. So I wrote down all the vocabulary words because, you know, when you write things down, it helps you commit it to memory. So I wrote down all the vocabulary words, went back, studied over them. I made index cards. And they also have practice tests for each subject. So for finance, they have like 200 practice questions. For math, I think it's like 100 and, no, for math it's only 50 questions. And then for contracts, they may have 200. For another subject, they have 175. They give you a wide variety of practice questions for each subject that, you know, they may cover over the real estate exam. So that's why I would highly recommend, if you are studying for the real estate exam, that you know, sign up with prepagent.com, because I mean, and they have live webinars. So the teachers that they have with Prep Agent, they do live webinars on YouTube, and you'll get a notification when they're getting ready to go live, and you can ask questions regarding that particular subject that you're going over, if you know you're having any trouble in that particular area. So that's another thing that I liked about it. What else? But yeah, so that's a good website. And so I did mention that my national I passed the first time, and with Prep Agent, they will tell you, know your vocabulary. If you do not know your vocabulary, like the national, because for me, the national was easier than the state. The national, like they say with Prep Agent, it's just literally, I'm not saying it's a vocabulary test, but I'm saying is if you know your vocabulary and you understand like the vocabulary words that come with real estate and understand what certain things mean, the national, it'll be a breeze. What I had a problem with was the state. Some things on the state, I didn't have the information. I didn't know. I was like, and certain things was on Prep Agent, but other things it wasn't. And it wasn't, I'm gonna be honest, it wasn't in this book either. I was like, I was telling my husband, I was like, I didn't even see that in my book. But I'm still vouching that this is a good book to have. But sometimes you have to have like, it's just not gonna be one thing that you study and be like, oh yeah, everything's in here. Sometimes you have to have multiple resources to, you know, study. So with my state, I didn't pass it the first time. Like I said, I missed by 1 point. And so what I did was I came home that same day, got back to studying. So I Googled state specific questions for the real estate exam. And I found this website called licensemasters.com. I would highly suggest because this website, the difference between this website and Prep Agent is Prep Agent, when you sign up, you're going to have access to national and state. But with the license masters, you have the option when you sign up, if you just want to sign up to study for national if you didn't pass it, or if you just want to study for the state portion if you didn't pass that. And that's what I liked about this particular website, because since I didn't pass the state, I just signed up to study for the state on their website. I just did a 7-week trial period, and I think that was like $31 because I didn't want to wait. I didn't want to have too much time in between. I took my test. So I took it on July the 1st, and I took the state again on July the 8th. That way, the things that I already knew regarding state was still fresh on my mind. And then the things that I did not know, you know, I was just adding to, you know, the other information. So I didn't lose anything. So I signed up with License Masters, and they give you practice exams. They have flashcards as well. What I also like about their website is they have like a test simulator. So because I was taking the state, on the state, you have 40 questions. And you have 90 minutes. So what License Master does is they stimulate a test for you that's 40 questions and it's 90 minutes long. So it just really prepares you for taking the state test. And I'm pretty sure the national is the same, where they give you the same amount of questions, the same amount of time. So it just gets you in that practice mode of how much time I have, how much time I can spend on questions and things of that nature. So I really like that about their website. So I practice every day. I try to do between 200 and 300 practice questions a day, and I did so many because it was the week of 4th of July. So on 4th of July I did not study at all. I did give myself a break on that day, but every other day I studied. I was doing practice questions, I was doing the test simulator, and I just did that every day. So when it came to take the test on July the 8th, I passed, and I was like, whoo, I'm so glad I got that out the way. It was so funny because when I went to the place to take the test, the guy was like, didn't I see you here last week? I was like, yes. But in my head, I'm thinking like, this is going to be the last time that you see me, because I'm gonna pass today. And I did. It's just with anything you do, you have to put in the time and the effort. And I try to tell that to my kids. You have to study. Nothing's going to come easy. You have to put in the effort. And I did. And even if you fail, the first time, it doesn't mean that, you're a failure. It's just that at the end of the day, try again. You only fail when you stop trying. And I didn't stop trying. My husband, he's amazing supporter. And, I did what I need to do. I had my little moment because I was upset. But then the same day, right back at home, doing questions. Because I was like, I'm going to pass this. But yeah, so those are the 3 main resources that I use. I use this book, prepagent.com, and licensemasters.com. Make sure you know your vocabulary, do practice questions, set aside a certain time a day to where you can really focus and study. Write your vocabulary. It'll help with the memory. And math questions, I was leery about, because math is just like, whoa. But the math, once you practice over it, you'll get better at it. It's honestly, it's really not that hard. And, you have to know math to be able to do the, real estate deals and things like that. So, for math, it's not that hard. I know for California, they don't have math on their test. But I'm in Texas, so we do have math on our test. I think in all the other states, but at the end of the day, if you're studying, you got this. I'm not for sure what resources that you use, but these are some options that you can, considering using. And if anybody who is actually studying for their real estate exam, if you have any questions that you would like to ask me, just, comment below or send me a message. Or if you would like me to, do a video on vocabulary or just questions, anything like that. I can't tell you the questions that were exactly on the exam, of course, but I'll do my best to help you out to make sure that you pass the first time. But anyway, guys, that is all for my video. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you hit that bell notification so you know when I post more videos, and see you next time. Goodbye.